the City of Sacramento Economic Development. What Cheer House? Evangeline. Sunbelt Rentals. Sacktown Magazine. Lighting by Sacramento Theatrical Lighting. Sound system by Associated Sound. Sound effects by Skywalker Sound. And produced by Stage 9 Entertainment Group. And now, without further ado, this evening's host, Samuel Clemens, better known by his nom de plume, Mark Twain.
Thank you. Good evening. It's great to be back in Sacramento. You know, I first came here in 1866 on the good steamer Antelope. I can remember stepping off the boat onto the wooden dock just across the way on the Sacramento River. Sacramento was a pretty rough and tumble place in those days. I used to call this place the City of Saloons. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. But even then, Sacramento was a friendly place, and a place that loved to celebrate. Probably all those saloons had something to do with it. But the people here had a reputation for kindness. Why, in these very buildings, some of Sacramento's early Christmas celebrations took place, often with travelers thousands of miles, home and family. One of the places where travelers loved to celebrate with the locals was in this very building. Yep, Howard House was a place many a homesick traveler would celebrate the holiday season. Not to be outdone, it's another popular social gathering place on the corner just across the street. What Cheer House? Yep. The What Cheer House was named for a friendly salutation common in the days of the gold rush. And people often greeted each other with, "What cheer, partner?" Well, such a friendly place to spend the holidays soon became known as the What Cheer House, where the celebrations were legendary. Now we come to the oldest building other than Sutter's Fort in Sacramento. Ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention back to this side of the street to the venerable Lady Adams building. Built in 1852, it is the only building to survive that terrible fire of 1854. That fire, well, destroyed most of the city. They say it survived because of how it was built. Well, built to survive the years. Yes, and like the fine residents of this fair city, Lady Adams is tough and resilient. You know, it also survived several floods, which were known to dampen the celebration here and there back in the early days. Yes, before the streets were raised, along with many of these buildings, flooding was a common happening in the winter months. But through it all, the Lady Adams still stands proud, ready to celebrate its 158th holiday season. Now, let's harken back to a time when this whole area was known for wearing the green. When the railroad hauled in hundreds of cypress trees to decorate for the season. Merchants of this city would bring out their finest goods for the holiday season, and a certain feeling of goodwill came over the citizens. One of the most lasting traditions to travel across the years when Sacramento was a pioneering outpost to the vibrant city it is today is the printing of the poem The Night Before Christmas. In fact, very first year the Sacramento Bee came into existence, 1857. This poem graced the front page on its Christmas Eve edition. It has also been a tradition in my home to gather around our great tree and read the poem on Christmas Eve. Children always love to listen and watch as the tree almost seems to come alive. Now, if you'll indulge me, was the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Stockings were hung by the chimney with care. Hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plum danced in their heads. Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Way to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When, what to my wondering eyes should appear, but a miniature sleigh, 8 tiny reindeer. Must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles as close as they came. They whistled, shouted, called them by name.
Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all.
With an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And twinkling, prancing and pawing each little tooth. As I drew in my hand and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. Bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his temples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bowl, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. Stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. Winked his eye and twisted his head. Soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work. Filled all the stockings then turned with a jerk and laid his finger on the side of his nose. Giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight,
Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
and with that, gentle persons, I bid you adieu. Now, enjoy some of my favorite holiday music and experience Sacramento's first shopping district. Also, be sure to keep your eye out for another white-haired gentleman that I have been told has been in the area.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.